Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by People's State Bank and Sweetwater Resorts and Spirits. Your Blitz starts now.
Your Week 4 edition of Friday Night Blitz is on the air. We love 11-man football here. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? But every once in a while, we have to shout out the 8-man variant, and that is where we begin tonight with our marquee matchup. Griffin Stroin was on hand for Three Lakes and Leona Wabino. What's up, Griff?
Andrew, was expecting an offensive explosion from these two teams going into the game, but the defense is what shined in tonight's ball game. They met earlier in the year. Rebels won it 34-30. We're going to jump into the second quarter here, making sure that the Rebels getting into the action here. Quarterback Clayton Janis drops back to pass, loads one up, and he's going to get picked off by the Blue Jays' Evan Ladua. But the Blue Jays lead 14-8. But the very next play for Three Lakes, and this time it's Ladua dropping back, and this time he throws the pick. This time, but the Rebels couldn't capitalize off the turnover. Well, going into halftime, score was 14-8. Now in the third, buckle up, Ladua's taking us for a drive. Option look here, keeps and gains for 6 yards. A few plays later, it's Ladua again, this time with the bootleg. Gains another first down for Three Lakes, making some men miss, coming right at me, but I'm all right. And then Ladua finishes the drive off with a run right up the middle. Blue Jays are going to take down the Rebels 34-8, the final. Now to Northland Pines as they host Manawa. Look at the snow on the field. Man, it was a good showing. First quarter, Eagles fumbled on the first two opening kickoffs, and the Wolves make them pay. Mason Weisner with the quarterback keeper, and he'll find the back of the end zone. Wolves take an early 14-0 lead. Next drive for Manawa, 4th and goal. Weisner throws a dart to Nicholas Gorman. Wolves piling it on early, now 21-0. And we're still in the first quarter. This time, Weisner's going to throw a screen to Dion Stroud. He's going to break some arm tackles here, and then he's going to take it all the way to the house. Look at the big man rumble. Manawa dominates Pines 42 to the final.
Thank you, Griffin. Let's take it from the Mon LPC to the CWC. Undefeated Amherst and undefeated Stratford battling for the conference halfway through the first quarter. Tristan Shelvin on the keeper for Amherst. He appears to have a clean touchdown, but he would tell his offensive lineman as he passed by us, dude, you held. So he's going to run it all the way back, but that's no problem. Next play, Shelvin to Brian Groshek on the screen. We'll see fellow Amherst product Garrett Groshek on the field for the Badgers next week. In the meantime, Groshek would set up himself. These are the first points Stratford has allowed at home since October 12th of 2018. The Falcons take this one. They have the inside track in the CWC. Next up for me tonight was a little further north. Tomahawk has a road win, still looking for their first dub on the new turf. It was 32-0 O'Connell Falls with 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Hunter Malian, big man with ball, runs it in from 6 yards away. He had a little cramp afterwards. He is fine. Tomahawk would start to cook in the fourth quarter, though. The sophomore, Tyler Jablonski at quarterback, finds Jacob Kaminsky, no relation to Frank, for the first down. And then Jablonski finds Kaminsky again. He would be ruled down just shy of the goal line. Ryan Skis would punch it in 2 plays later. Less than a minute to go. 4th and goal from the 7 for the Hatchets. Jablonski rings up his second passing TD of the night. Tomahawk shows some fight. They still come up short, though. Hatchets fall to 1-3. Other games around the Northwoods we couldn't quite get to tonight. DC Everest and Marshfield played in a nail-biter with the Evergreens coming out on top 10-0. Wausau East fell to Rapids Lincoln 41-6. And then in Hurley, the North Stars blank Flambeau 35-0. So it's getting late. You're probably feeling a little drowsy. Maybe you took a sip of your sleepy time tea. Well, spit it out. We sleep in December. More football coming your way after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elco.
It could be you, could be your neighbor. Nearly half of us have a pre-existing condition. And right now, most have insurance. But Derek Van Orden called the Affordable Care Act a disaster. The plan he supports would allow insurance companies to deny coverage for people with pre-existing conditions and charge people over 50 thousands of dollars more. Van Orden's plan is simple. Don't get sick. Derek Van Orden doesn't care about us. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Why choose People's State Bank?
I'm not used to a response from a bank the way that I got from people. I like to know who I'm working with. I like to have that relationship. To have somebody there with you, it's reassuring. Without the involvement in People's State Bank, I don't know where we would be, but we sure wouldn't be where we're at.
Make People's your choice. Voted Best Bank and Best Mortgage Company in Marathon County. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Advice from trial attorneys, lawyers for the injured.
Don't give a statement to the insurance company after your accident. Talk to a lawyer first. The insurance company wants to shoot your case down. See the Mater legal team. We will help you from the beginning and get the job done.
Hi, I'm Tammy from ARPN, and I came to see Dr. Scher with severe lower back pain and nerve pain, and I was also unable to walk or stand without any help. Many of my appointments I needed to use a walker, and I was having a hard time even getting to his appointments riding in a vehicle. He was able to get me moving again, doing the things I love to do. I was able to get rid of my walker. I was able to ride in a vehicle longer than an hour. I am forever grateful to him and his wonderful staff.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Huge auction near Tomahawk, Wisconsin. 2004 Chevy truck, Bobcat skid steer, Harley-Davidson Road Glide trike, guns, tools, yard equipment, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Hi, I'm Jenna with Miracle Ear of Park Falls and Medford. If you are struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, come and see me for your free hearing test.
So we saw little flakes of snow falling in the northwards earlier today. I know, gross. But as white flakes fell in the afternoon, something else white will hopefully rise over Rhinelander tonight. Nate Myhawk, is the Hodag Dome up yet?
Andrew, unfortunately it is still lying dormant, but fingers crossed we're going to see it this weekend. But in the meantime, we've got some football to play. Dockers of Ashland making the trip down to Rhinelander. Let's pick this up in the second half. Hodag's up 13 and they're on the move. Quinn Lamers, we got to let him cook, floating one to the end zone, but Kayvon Powell there to pick it off. Ashland with a little bit of life. But after another defensive stop, Hodag's looking to ice it in the fourth. Lamers calling his own number, spinning out of this tackle, giving those defenders the old loop-de-loop, and he is in to put the Hodags up 26-7. Next, Ashland drive. Jackson Bonneville, he's going to escape the pocket, picked off by Lamers, and that would end it. In Minocqua, though, tonight we had some football weather with the snow on the ground. Hayward and Lakeland Union. Hurricanes' first drive looking strong, like a Cat 5, if you will. Derek Miller scanning the field and slinging it to Jonah Sand for the 6-yard score. And later in the first, third down for Hayward. Miller looking to scramble, but Rocky Wagner tells him, "You can't get away from me," coming up with the sack to force the Hurricanes to punt. Now right before the half, Hayward looking to add to the lead. Miller swinging it out to Cole Asp, but River Nicholas and Max Masaizva cutting off that edge to turnover on downs, but the Hurricanes get the last laugh. They win 14-6 in a slugfest. Andrew, what else do we have on the docket tonight?
Well, let me check that old docket. Some other games in the GNC. Medford hosts Merrill. They win 42-6, not even a smidgen of drama there. Mosinee traveled to Anago. They take down the Red Robins 35-6, and Edgar dominates Thorpe at home. Wow, a lot of blowouts this week. 47-6, the final. So at the end of the night, here's where we stand in the GNC. Medford and Rhinelander are still on their Week 7 collision course that will likely decide the conference. Ashland and Mosinee also meet the final week of the regular season. By the way, that might end up being the third place game. And we have, get this, 4 teams tied at 1 and 3, Merrill, Anago, Lakeland, and Hayward. None of them are eliminated from playoff contention, by the way. Playoffs undoubtedly going to be a little weird this year. We do have a Saturday matinee for you tomorrow, and as usual, we find it on the windswept fields of Newman Catholic High School. The Cardinals are taking on Tri-County. We're going to have highlights of that game on our Saturday show. Newman is the second-ranked 8-man team in the state. It's already the second-to-last home regular season game for Newman Catholic. By the way, watch out for wide receiver Charlie McCarty. 7 catches for more than 200 yards in the Cards' win against Northwood Solon Springs last week. And then, of course, on Sunday, the big ticket, the marquee event, the creme de la creme, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Packers, Buccaneers. We're going to have a full breakdown of that game on our Sunday show. Man, so much going on. Incredible amounts of excitement. I can't even take it anymore. And that is everything we have for week 4 of the Blitz. When we see each other next, the Badgers will be back in Camp Randall, and high school football will still be here on Channel 12. Think about that as you go to sleep.